I am so disappointed with my internet right now. Like, my internet died. Ah. No wonder I wasn't seeing anything in the chat. No wonder. Jeez, man. I'm so... I was seeing nobody in the chat and I was like... darn it. Darn it. I was like... I was playing this game and I was just like, something's wrong. Something's wrong, man. And then I turned over and I realized I didn't have any internet and I was like, ah. Ooh, that happens. This has happened to me so many times. Wrath of Wood, at least Wrath of Wood is still around to, Wrath of Wood is gonna get to see the nerd score. I'm not sure how many other people are gonna get to see the nerd score, but I mean, here we are. Nerd score. Film Lounge says, I'm lurking too. Oh, snap, Cychronic Games is here too. So, we got a couple people here to witness the nerd score, So that's good, that's good. We got a couple people that are gonna get to see the nerd score. Let me just set this thing up real quick, and we'll get the nerd score going. So this is called The Lost. Mapping. This is a huge map. The inside of the dungeons were gorgeous, absolutely wonderful. And some of the cutscenes I didn't even notice that we're actually in a really huge map inside the dungeon. And while I was crawling around in the hidden location, like, the mapping wasn't that bad. The bigger map was causing lag at first until somebody helped me solve that. We're gonna go with a 9 on mapping. 9. Graphic detail. So, besides the difficulty and putting the battle difficulty aside, the graphic details of this game are incredible. Like when Khan was talking to all of his people, we're gonna go to war and all of this. The lighting effects, the animations, we're gonna get to animations here soon too, but animations does have to do with graphic detail. We're gonna give this a 9 as well. Battle balance. I was getting wrecked everywhere in adventure mode. Something that I don't think we should be, like, I don't think adventure mode should be standard when you start the game, because that's one potential player that could have finished the full game but decided to stop playing after 20 minutes because they just couldn't get past the game, the first boss, or the first sub boss actually. It's because Harry was Harry lent me a hand. He helped me with the lag, and we figured out that there was actually a difficulty setting also, and so that helped a lot as well. Battle balance, I'm gonna say 10, because if you want it to be hard, it's hard. If you want it to be easy, it's easy, I'm just, I am just a little frustrated with my bad experience, but that has nothing to do with the game. The game could be easier if we wanted to. It could be harder if we wanted to. But my bad experience has nothing to do with the battle balance of the game, because if you want it to be easier, it can be easier. I just wish that we would tweak things a little when we're starting the game, so that things aren't a little unbalanced for your average player, not your hardcore players. Battle rate. What do I have to say about battle rate? No random encounters. I was in battle enough. I wish I was having more story than I was battles, because in adventure mode you're definitely going to be doing a lot more battles than story. Let's do a 9 on battle rate. Plot was juicy, man. Plot was good. Like, the very little amount of plot that I was getting through, like, I can tell that this developer was putting some effort. It's just at first, the battles. Khan. Ooh, Khan, man. I have it out for Khan. But besides Khan, everyone's got their own thing going on, You can tell that Khan is worried about his daughter. The other guy is kind of like consistently talking in his own mind. Why is Khan this way? Why is he making things so difficult? Why this? Why that? 10. Whoops. My freezer has for some reason my freezer is open. Oh no, my freezer door was open. That's so bad. So, music and sound effects. I could hear the music, and it was nice. Let's do Hold up. There we go. Grim Soul, a ghost. Welcome to the stream, Grim Soul. Yeah, man, like I don't know what I did. It was just like I don't think I've opened I did actually open my freezer today to get this water. It was completely ice a couple hours ago when I started this stream. Not anymore, but it was making some weird sounds. I was like, what's going on? Yeah, my freezer was open. I'm really good at closing my freezer. So Grim Soul knows something. He knows about a ghost. Music and sound effects, we're gonna go with the 10. Animations. The bolt. I did notice the bolt. That was dope. The blood techniques by the girl, the custom action sequences. The developer took some RTP animations and then did his own thing with those animations. Wonderful job. I'm gonna do a 10 there. You know what? Yeah, let's do 10. Let's do 10. Entertainment. So, it took how long to get this game started? An hour? It took an hour to get this bad boy started. It should never take an hour to get through the first 10 minutes of a game. And I bring this up in the entertainment section of the review because I was not having fun in that 1 hour that this game was being slow and difficult, and I was just not getting any story because of how slow this game was being. Like, I was just... my patience was being tested. And then when we finally started going and everything was running smoothly, the story was good. I was having fun in the battles, you know. I'm not gonna hit this game for how frustrated I was the first little bit, because there were settings that will help this game accomplish the level of entertainment that we're trying to reach. This is a game. I'm supposed to be having fun, you know. I will definitely hurt this. I definitely should not be giving this game a 10 because even though I was having fun after we, you know, worked those settings, there was a time where, you know, I don't think, okay, I lied. I wasn't having fun the first part, then I was having fun the second part. You know, if I score this and I give it a 10, I would be lying, because that first hour, man, let's give it an 8. Because yeah, that first hour I wasn't having that much fun. But even though 8 is really high for a person that wasn't having fun, I'm giving it an 8 because if you take the time to adjust your settings before you completely start playing the game, then it's not a bad game. Like, it's actually a fun game. The settings just need to be right, which is why I am reaching out to the developer. If he watches this, you know, scoring, I strongly suggest that you tinker with your settings so that this game launches with the funner settings. It doesn't have to be the story settings. It can be like, if you want the developer to, you know, stay in battle a little longer, it could be the setting above a story. I think it's called the normal mode or something like that. But story, story helped get us through. 8. Mechanics. There is a bunch of mechanics that I just woo. There are your berserkers, your support types, your defending types, and your other type. There is your skills. You have to wait for cooldowns. Cooldowns happen as a group. Some of the cooldowns happen as a group. I mean, you have all these mechanics working together to accomplish something bigger. As the game developer, you know exactly how everything works. I was completely confused with move forward, move backward. And moving forward will make me go into defense. Like, some of these skills, like, I was confused. We're gonna give mechanics, and if mechanics are being solid and they have no glitches, that doesn't mean that mechanics, you know, I wouldn't consider that. I wouldn't consider me saying, okay, you know, mechanics are good, because potentially you don't have to clutter a game with all of these features for it to be fun. 8 for mechanics, because some of the mechanics, like a couple of the skills I was actually having fun with, you know. A couple of the skills I was actually having fun with. It's just that, you know, some other mechanics were proving to be a little confusing for my small brain to handle. So I was just like, you know, we're not all of us. We're not all super smart, you know. Some of us, what can I do? Calculator. 9 plus 9 plus 10 plus 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 8 plus 8. Divided by 9 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 categories. 9.2, which is really good. And this game, honestly, I feel like this developer has put enough. I feel like this developer, and the glitches. Don't get me started with the glitches too. We'll talk about that right now. But I feel like this developer has put enough effort in many categories of the game. This game could easily be an 11 in the entertainment section, 10 in the mechanics. If the player were to know, like, if the game were to tell the player, if, you know, in the descriptions of the skill, if you move forward here, this will force the player into defensive stance or berserker stance or whatever, or this will force the user into, you know, like, the player really needs to dig in and focus in order to figure out who goes where and what does what with a couple of these skills and tactics. So because I was a little confused and stuff, you know, in my opinion, this is not a scoring by a community. This is a scoring by a developer. I am a fellow player also. So as a player, if I am struggling, then as a player, I would figure that other people would also struggle. Just my thoughts. But there are many more things that this developer could tweak that would most definitely, easily bring this score up by a lot, especially in the entertainment tab, in the entertainment section of this, of this scoring. If there are a couple of things that could be tweaked, especially when we're starting the game, that would definitely help. Now, how much would I pay for this game, actually? If this game were completely finished, this were not the demo, after figuring out how to, after figuring out the settings and realizing that I don't have to go through all that lag, I realized that I would be having a little bit of fun, because I was having fun. It's just the, at first I wasn't. But now that I know that what needs to be done so that we can, start playing the game normally, like the way it should be played, this game I think would be $10. Where's my... You know what? I was a little confused by mechanics. I don't think I would have that much fun with mechanics. Yeah, mechanics, I was confused. $8 is what I would price this game at. I would price this game at $8. Of course, we can't give this bad boy the quality score because so many times did this game crash. So we can't give it the quality score. Nerd Stamp AAA game. Is this a game that I would play over Pokemon Silver? And the thing is, the way it is right now, I would play this game if... I wanted to fight that boss. I can tell that I was about to have a lot of fun with that boss, but it just crashed on me, It just crashed on me. A little bit of lag, a little bit of frustrations with the mechanics. A game does not have to be about the battles, Unless the game is called Tactics, like Final Fantasy Tactics, It doesn't have... Final Fantasy Tactics, it's all about the battles, Plus, there's some story, but there's no traveling. It's all just battles and battles, So, yes, I would play this game over probably Pokemon Crystal, Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Gold, if some of the mechanics were easier. As it stands right now, you would probably find me playing Pokemon Crystal, just because I wouldn't be as confused and stuff like that, So later down the road, yes, this game does have the potential. Definitely, this game definitely has the potential, Especially because I did start having fun after that 1 hour when we took care of, the unfortunate things. Yes, I was having fun. This is a fun game, I think that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time to say my thanks. Thank you everyone who dropped by. It has been a pleasure to play The Lost. I know a couple big streamers that have played it. I am honored that the developer reached out to me so that I can play this game. It's a good game. It's a good game. It just does need those couple tweaks so that players will not, be frustrated the first couple minutes. Wrath of Wood says, peace out, duder. Yes, peace out. Peace out, everyone. Thank you all for dropping by. You guys have all been amazing. You guys have all been an amazing crowd. Thank you all. Peace. Have a good day. Sayonara. Hasta la vista, baby. And have a good rest of the night, everyone. I'm not good at goodbyes, so yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Peace, and until next time. Until next time. Until next time. Until next time.